to recap. So you tell me what happened with you, so I can share with others. So you said something helped when I spoke to you last week. So recap, you just
Yeah,
share what
yeah.
you shared.
I came in. I said there's a lot of stuff going on. I catered to it. I was worried about people calling, other people calling that shouldn't even be calling. And you said just it's got to be. You got to accept it, and you just have to understand that everyone's different. It's two different beasts. Women are a whole different monster. Not monster, is a bad word. Animal. So, and I just took that, and I took that, and I went, and I'm using my words. If something bothers me, I say it in the most polite manner I can. I say, what you just did really made me sad, and this is why. And then I wait for her response.
And how did she respond?
Good. She understands. I mean, I don't know if she's totally going to change. Like not change, but try to be a better person because I'm serious in my sobriety. And she's serious too, but she's not working on her defects and her problems that have gotten her to this point in life. And I am. I'm addressing things. And she doesn't help me. Like when you're around someone a lot, all the stuff that I've been doing my whole life, like things I say, things I do, I don't realize I do them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with them. But if she sees something I do, I would love for her to just be like, that's probably not good. It's something that might have got you in trouble in the past. So just take a look at it.
So you want her to be actively responsible.
With my recovery too. She just says I don't care a lot. I don't care. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? And I know she does, but that's her way of saying like she has these walls up to about the sky. And so if something bothers her, she'll say like on Facebook, there's a friend of mine in Maine that every time I put something on Facebook, she likes it, comments on it. So she makes comments like, who's this Nikki stalking you? And I go, she's just a friend. Here, look, you know what I mean? And then she goes, I don't care. I really don't care. But you do because you would have never said anything.
That's right.
So she's one of those girls. She doesn't want to show that she cares because she feels like then she's vulnerable. Like she looks
maybe
weak.
her word care means something else. See,
Right.
that's another thing. People use words in a different manner.
Yes.
So, so one of the things I'm learning is people, when they have choices, that's not true freedom.
Right.
People taking responsible for their choices is true freedom.
Right.
So you are being more responsible, and she's not. So replace
Yeah, she
her
doesn't
word
own
care.
up. She doesn't own up to
See,
anything.
you need to see. It's not her. You need to replace the word "I do not care" with "I do not want to take responsibility for your sobriety." Right. So now you know exactly care equals responsibility. Knowing that she doesn't want to be responsible, do you really want to give her the information about the other girl? So what you do is listen your word and say, hey, if you want to learn more, check in with me. I'll fill it in.
Right. Use your
See,
words.
right now, what you're doing is wasting one more breath on her, right? Why are you wasting it?
I don't know.
That's why. That's because you need validation. You're mentally, having her as your ultimate divinely mother who will say, oh my
Nice
God,
sentence.
you pleased me. Here it is, one more award. She's not going to give it to you.
Right.
So what she's saying is, I don't want to take responsibility for your misery, but I'm going to keep you miserable, right? So this is another way I'm saying
Right.
it.
Yeah. Right.
So, which is
For
exactly
example.
what it is, but thank God I'm not in front of her. Otherwise, I would have had to say it another way.
Right.
But I'm going to say it in a blunt manner, so you get it. So what you have a choice is, do I, knowing that she's not going to be responsible,
Right.
do I want to waste my 2 minutes with her, or would I rather go run and let it out?
Walk.
You know?
Right.
So that's one way to think. But I feel there are some people, like my husband. I always bring my husband,
Yeah,
because in intimate relationship equals trust.
Right.
You want to sleep with them knowing they're not going to kill you when you're sleeping, right? So that's the essence of a relationship.
Right.
So this account where if she makes a comment, you cannot trust her. That's all she's proving.
Right.
But you don't need to tell her that. That's for your catalog, your library. I'm gonna
Right.
put it in.
Just shelf it.
Yeah, shelf it so that like she will say one thing, she will mean something else, which means she's not trustworthy in that area, right? Like, so she makes a comment,
Right.
but blatantly refuses to take responsibility
For her
for
fault.
that act. For that act,
Right.
not
why?
even.
For why she did it. Right.
Yeah. So the way there are three. See, like for me, my husband has a problem with comprehension, but he will say it the other way around. He says I don't communicate with him enough.
Right.
Remember I showed you the
With
paper?
food and all that.
No, like the turtle.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what I have figured out is, see, like when you go into advanced dementia, I'm going to say dementia, like I'm going to put it the worst. What is the worst case scenario, right? I do logistics in
Right.
health.
Right.
Do you know what logistics is?
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
Okay. So logistics is companies will come with this area called logistics where you have plenty of suppliers.
Right.
But that supply might not fit in with their certain need.
Right.
So instead of randomly buying things,
Right.
they come up with a logistic team that will tell, like for example, right? Like I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna use a scenario. There is this flood that happened in India, in Chennai, and same thing happened in Katrina.
Right.
Katrina handled it very, very different because they are US based. In India, people use a lot of their brain and they come up with logistics first. There's a movie actor, he came up and said, dropping food in the middle of this flood is not smart.
Right.
We don't need that.
Right.
We have plenty of food. People
Right.
locally are able to get whoever is in a higher level.
Right.
We have plenty of food. We had plenty of supplies here. Let us run the relief operation.
Right.
You give us what we want. That is logistics.
Okay.
You understand? So the person who's affected tells
right.
what it is they need, and then they create the relief based on that. Right. That wouldn't that be smart?
Yeah, that is smart.
So that's what they did. So whereas in Katrina, the government took over, and the people were split from their dogs and cats, and they never found it back.
Right.
That is stupid.
That is
right?
Real stupid.
So logistic is what I like.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
what I'm saying is, so we're gonna do logistics because everything in life is logistics. Last week, I came in, and the minute I walked in, the girl, I mean, I don't need to share all this story, but the girl in the admin,
Right.
she says, I have something for you. When I hear that, I have a very childlike brain. I trust people. Instant. I give them the highest level possible. When I meet them, I think of them as God. Because that's the way we were raised. Everybody you meet is God.
Okay.
Until they prove me wrong.
Right.
Okay, so the first encounter I do is, oh my God, a God is walking into my office.
Right.
Until you prove me wrong, right? So when she said, I have something for you, I was so excited. I thought she's going to give me a plan. She's going to, like, and my mind is like saying, oh my God. The first thing she gives me is a paper saying, who do I call and what prescription? I haven't even walked into my office.
Right. You haven't even opened your computer.
And like, if I do that to them, they'd be ticked off.
Right.
So I was shocked. I was literally shocked. So I sit down. Jackie, who's the admin, she comes and says how unacceptable it is that people have already been given PE tests and I haven't sent the script over.
Right.
This is shock on top of shock, right? So I'm telling her, hey, this is all dysfunctional. Right. And I look at my book and I said to her, you need to understand, like there are people cannot dictate what they want and I'm going to decide. And now that lab person was saying, he's given the sample 2 hours ago. I said, first of all, I said, people who yell at me the minute I walk in, they get the script at the very end, 5 o'clock. So Jackie takes offense on his behalf, comes and says how unacceptable my behavior is. I said, okay. I said, I need to get out of this office. Let me clear and come back. I went out. I went to the nursing home. Did 1 hour service, I came back. Everybody thought I left. But the thing is, I like this is what I do with my husband too. If we wake up the argument, I say, hey, let me wake up again. I'll go back to bed. He does that too. He wait 1 hour
Right.
and then again wake up and say, honey, how is your day?
Start
You
over,
know,
right. That's
I
good.
literally do it.
Right.
So last week I came back, and then when I came back, I said, you know what? We will apply logistics from now on.
Right.
So last week I said, I'm not going to engage. When the minute I walk in, if you guys are going to use the word, I have something for you, I trust you to give me a present.
Right.
If you had said, hey, Dr. Brown, this needs to be addressed, it's a total different issue.
Right.
But that's because they see advanced
Yeah.
dementia, you reduce your vocabulary. So your library gets smaller and smaller, whereas the other people's, like that's why I'm saying catalog gets bigger and bigger.
Right.
So then it goes to 1500 words, then it goes to 150 words, and it goes to less than 50 words. That's what dementia is. Okay? We assume people are normal when we talk to each other,
Right.
but they are demented inside. Remember
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So she has 1500 words now, right? That's why you are having difficulty understanding each other. So when you think of it that way, you will never have a problem because she has mental illness.
Yeah.
You are normal,
Right.
right? But don't go repeat this to her. You will
No,
you will be
That's
destroyed.
the wrong one. Yeah. I'm normal. You're messed up. Let another go over.
I know. I'm like,
She
oh
would-
my God.
She would go on a, oh, it would be over. Yeah. But I know what you're saying. I gotta say it in a different
I'm
way.
like saying, I'm assuming you're
Right.
mentally healthy to hear this, and don't
Right.
please don't
Come
use
at 'em
my
like that.
strategy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You use your common sense, two and
Right.
two together, okay? But I'm going to give you tools. So in logistic, what I do is, so I said, okay, what's the problem? The problem is, in essence, I'm going to tell you what the problem was. They didn't want to answer the phone call because they say, leave us alone and you deal with Dr. Brown, and we don't want to waste the 10 minutes
Right.
not doing what we need to do, which is maybe chat to each other or
Right.
whatever they want to do, right? So they wanted me to fix their problem,
Right.
and so they used a word that is meaning different from me.
Right.
Okay, so I told myself, okay, let me do the logistics. The problem is the admin don't want to answer phone calls. The admin don't want to problem solve. So now I need to figure out what is the problem. The problem was the patients were coming in earlier than me, demanding medication, and they can only like a parrot repeat. We need to wait for Dr. Brown. We need to
Of
wait.
course.
So, but they didn't tell me all this, but I gathered it afterwards.
Right.
So there was definitely a problem, but they couldn't address it in a healthy way.
Right.
But I have my 3 boys, and I have my very tough husband. I'm so grateful
Right.
because I have I live
A
with
good foundation.
like
when you come
actually if I have to be real, and I don't care how bad I come across, I live with a lot of smart assholes,
Right.
right? So I am
Right.
expert
So
at
you're
dealing with smart assholes.
right. Right.
Okay, so I don't care about being what is it called, language sensitive or
Right.
something. I don't care.
Right.
Seriously, there is a problem. So I told them what I'm going to do from today is everybody Monday, Tuesday visits will get scripts on only Tuesday.
Right.
Doesn't need to wait. So we're going to disengage script day from P day. So then everybody went crazy. That's not okay. That's not okay. I said,
Right.
no, that's okay. Because last week they got 1 day extra.
Right.
But to understand me took them 4 days. Everybody thought I went bonkers. I'm reacting. I'm cutting
Right.
back. Dr. Joe says, don't cut back.
Right.
I said, where did this scenario cut back came in?
Right.
Right there, all the big shots are getting
Right.
now worried. I said, I'm not reacting. I'm doing logistics. But to get it across to them
It's not
takes infinite amount of time because they need to calm down.
right.
Because I was calm. I
Right.
took that 1 hour break and
Right.
I could understand what the problem was, and I had to create
Right.
okay, what is the issue here? The issue was they didn't want to answer phone call. But
Right.
instead of saying I didn't want to answer phone call, they are making it my problem.
Your problem. Right.
And I actually one of my favorite argument with my husband, he will say, I don't want your plate of misery.
Right.
This is
Right.
a gift I cannot take.
Right.
So I replayed it
Right.
in my brain. And I said, I don't want that plate of misery because that's what she was giving. Here, I have something for you, which means a plate of misery.
Right.
So in future, I will never trust her to give me any present.
Right.
You know, it's a gift of
Right.
misery.
Right.
So I said, oh, it's too big a gift. I cannot accept it. I'm sorry. So the logistic I did was, hey, you know what? I'm going to speak the script day. So script day from now on is Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay.
And so Monday, Tuesday, people will get Tuesdays. Thursday, Friday, people will get Fridays. It made it so much easier for me. Thank God for this
So
problem.
next Monday, it's a piss test.
If you get a piss test, your script day is Tuesday. It doesn't matter.
My script day is Tuesday.
Every script day every week it'll be Tuesdays. Today Tuesday.
Right. What if I would have came in on Monday?
Tuesday.
I get my prescription.
But every week Tuesday it'll be a pickup day for you.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
So you never have to worry, right?
It's
You're
always
not
the same.
waiting.
Right.
Because that way you can go for maybe a dollar store, get something and then pick up the script.
Yeah.
So you're digressing, right?
Right.
So I feel this allowed everybody to breathe easy. They're not waiting on me to arrive
Weight
at
off the
certain
shoulders,
yes.
right.
And also for them, they don't need to wait for me to arrive, fuming and
I
stuff.
can just do it that week.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So this is what logistic is. So you need to understand, first of all, to apply logistic, you need to understand what is the need.
Right.
See, you need to meet the need.
Right.
So one of the thing is, there is a need in you that's not being met, right? Which is you need validation. So the validation can only happen if you understand the other person's intention.
Right.
So when you do the mapping in the brain, right?
Yeah.
I use only 3 words to start my sentence. Like how do you say jeopardy? You always need to win this present by asking it in a form of a question.
Right.
Do you want to win jeopardy? $1 million?
Yeah.
So then it doesn't matter whether you play jeopardy in words with your life or in the movie or in the TV. It always starts with what, how, why.
Right.
Why is the last result? Because why is the attack?
Right.
So what is the first strategy?
Right.
What is the intention, honey, for you making that comment?
Right.
See, then she will tell you what made her right.
Right.
Instead of you trying to figure out.
Right.
So you didn't apply logistics.
Yeah.
And whose fault is it? It's yours.
Of course.
So then you're offended because you expected a certain outcome because you're using your brain.
Right, not logistics.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does it make sense?
Absolutely.
So would you apply it and come tell me next week?
Yes, next week I will come tell you. That's my project for the week.
Yes. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I love brain logistics.
No, that's good.